Hey everybody, I'm Ynsin and welcome to Whale Flesh! Have you ever wanted to be paid minimum wage for digging through the rotting viscera of the inside of a whale carcass? Me neither! Yet here we are. A giant thing of indescribable size has washed ashore. Is this supposed to be a whale? The Earth has rejected the idea of an unknown biomass this large ever living undiscovered. Distrust grew all around the world. 8 groups of researchers were sent inside in drills to investigate the creature. After connection to the researchers was cut due to Epstein case, chaos erupted all around the globe. You were sent as a last hope to find truth about the nature of the whale and hopefully lead the lost researchers back to the surface. The surface of the inside of a whale. Locate the 8 radio signals sent by the research teams, and also find clues about the nature of the whale. So it is a whale. Why were they refusing to say the word whale? Is it like Voldemort? Are more whales going to come? Okay. This kind of, it gives me Deep Rock Galactic vibes. I have to change the sensitivity down. Holy shit. All right, let's hit this lever. Oh my god, is it?
1, 2. Activating engines 1, 2. Success. Ship awaits. I am here to inform you about the situation outside. The world is still Tarfu over the whale. We need you to find out what happened to the researchers ASAP. The last recorded message we got was from the...
I think we may have gone through a nerve. This reminds me so much of Mystery Flesh Pit. Honestly, I wonder if this game, just right off rip, I wonder if it was inspired by Mystery Flesh Pit. How deep is this thing? Also, whoever recorded that little infomercial that we had to listen to was not very good at recording. I didn't realize that I can hit the meat. Ooh! Ooh! Oh! Hello? Oh, there's a hole in the back. I think. Okay, big question. How scary is this game? I'm gonna start beating the meat. Okay. It kind of has a 7 Days to Die feel about it as well. What are we looking at? It just looks like a bunch of really, really disgusting viscera at this point. Probably just go ahead and start busting our way through here, right? Did I just open up a chasm of some sort? Am I looking through the whale? What the hell is even going on? I don't know. This is a lantern of some sort, right? Oh, ha, 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 ha. It begins. Okay. So I'm gonna go down this. I think this is an intestine. This has got to be the butthole then. This has got to be the sphincter. Ooh, what's in the sphincter? Let's see. We should put some of this in our pocket as well. Save it for later. Maybe we can eat it. Okay, apparently that's not flesh. I can't get in because of it though. The hell? Okay, good. Hello? Rescue team! We're here. We're here. We're here to rescue. Oh no! That guy's got a boner. Can't show that. What is this? What the hell is this? There's a skeleton here. That's very scary. I think it may actually be the skeleton's ghost. We'll push on down through this little chasm here. I don't really see any other green balls. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and start hacking our way through this meat. Yummy, yummy. Making ourselves a delicious soup in here. It does feel like Mystery Flesh Pit, doesn't it? Although I've also not seen anything that would indicate any lore whatsoever, other than whale corpse. We're probably getting through the tongue now, which is famously inside of a whale's bunghole. Where was that ball? There it is. Oh, it's far away, actually. Okay, let's dig straight towards it. And there's like, Minecraft, but for people like Kemper, like Ed Kemper or Ed Gain, or literally anybody just named Ed. Green dot? Green dot, friend? Green dot, friend? Where is Green dot? Green dot? Oh, I see. It was under our feet this whole time. Here we go, another very scary skeleton. This one's actually so scary, in fact, that it has a little bit of meat on it. Just bust that meat off of him. The bones are bleeding. That's scary. That's very scary. Can I have this? What the hell is over here? I don't know why, but I want to dig over here. Why the hell do I want to dig over here? I've got a weird feeling about this zone in particular. If we just keep on digging this way, we're going to find something. I'm not basing this off of evidence, by the way. It's just pure speculation and conjecture. Oh, I think we're close to whatever I think is down here. Oh, you know what? We actually probably are. Okay, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. Ew, it's all wet. Oh, what's this? The hell is that? Dynamite? Oh, don't mind if I do. Where do we want to throw this? Probably. Yo, more dynamite. Right there, right? Yeet! Enjoy! Bye-bye! Damn, that thing was effective. Holy hell. All right, now that we know the radius of the dynamite, I think it's going to be pretty obvious that we should probably just start digging towards something, right? There it goes! Bye-bye! Okay, good. So we should have blown a huge hole in here. Damn, look at this hole. Love it! Excellent. You love to see it, you love to see it. There it is. Okay, so now that we've gone through our 2 sticks of dynamite, we probably want to just tunnel straight towards the doohickey, right? I'm pretty sure that's the medical term for it. The doohickey. The glowing green... I think it just farted. I think it may have just farted. That ain't good. Oh, I smell it! Oh, it's disgusting! Oh, I see. I have excavated another tomb. It is also quite possible, because there's no flesh on the skeletons whatsoever. If you die inside of this thing, it might eat away at your flesh and absorb your flesh into itself. So this, what we're absorbing here, could be kind of like thousands of years worth of creatures that were just absorbed into this gigantic beast. That'd be a cool concept, actually. If that's actually kind of like what the developer was going for when he made this gigantic thing that could be misconstrued as a god, I think that would be the way. We're really close to whatever that green dot is. I don't know where I was going, personally, but I think I found it. These drills could have been down here for some time, right? And we could be kind of like some kind of scavenger entity as well. That's going to be my leading theory so far. If you go into the whale, I think, is what it's called, because of the name of the game, Whale Flesh. If you go into the whale, it'll like do its best to try and like trap you down there or get you lost, and then it'll absorb your kind of like lifeline or your being. Right there. Oh my god, I shot right past it. That's embarrassing. That'd be cool, right? What do I pick up? I found some dynamite. Thank you. Okay, on the other side of this, there has to be like a skeleton or something, right? One thing that I am a little bit suspicious of is ambergris. So a lot of whales used to be hunted down for this big kind of like lump of solidified vomit that was found in a whale's stomach called ambergris. And it was a critical component of making perfumes. So a lot of people, they kind of continue the whole whaling thing, even past when whaling wasn't even necessary for human survival anymore. Oh, what is this? And they used to farm these whales for ambergris. So possibly, I don't think that we were actually sent down here as kind of like a representative of the company that these scientists worked for. Oh, his leg is missing! Gross. But what I do think is potentially that we're some kind of scavenger, and we don't know how to hold a lamp because we're holding it like this. He's just holding the lamp wrong. You don't limp wrist something you're holding. That's the wrong way of holding anything. All right, let's read this. Research. I didn't quite catch that. Yeah, so these are research drills. We managed to get on one. I'm still skeptical as to whether or not we're even supposed to be here. I see that one, of course. Okay, so we got to go this way. That is fine and dandy. Let's do that. Getting closer. Great. You love to see it. You love to see it. You actually love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see ourselves get closer to the green dot instead of this delicious looking. I gotta give it credit where credit's due. A delicious looking meaty viscera. I'd be able to survive down here. But what if the meat is poisonous and people who resort to eating the meat, you know, for fear of starvation, are potentially the ones that get stuck down here? It's beneath us. Good. Yeah, so that's my leading theory so far. We're some kind of scavenger, and we're trying to... What the hell? We're trying to kind of, like, recuperate losses. Oh my god, no! His dick fell off! That's what killed him. I think it's pretty much safe to say, right, that this guy's dick fell off and that killed him. He doesn't have any arms, which sucks for him. But, of course, all of the blood is pooling around the pubis area, so I would suspect, just at a glance autopsy, that potentially this guy died of dick underdose. Did this guy have any research with him? Yes. What's this? We have encountered unknown parasites inside the whale. Really? How big are they? Are you talking about the other humans? Right, okay, let's pull out our tablet. Oh, what the hell? Where you going, buddy? Stop! I follow! Where are you going? Oh my god, we can actually follow him. Creepy! Okay, I'm gonna follow him. I'm following that parasite. We're gonna see exactly where they live. Ooh, another room. Another room. Very cash. What in the hell am I looking at? That appears to be an eyeball. Does that exist? Yes. Okay. Dynamite for you! Dynamite delivery! It did nothing. What? Well, I tried. Hey there, friend. How you doing? You good? I hope you're doing good. Awesome. Good thing they're non-lethal, despite what they've done to this man. Wait, where are his legs? I'm certain he had legs. Ah, yeah, he did. At one point. I imagine that's the ghost of his legs. What the hell am I even looking at? What is this place? What is this place? I'm loving this. This game is actually really cool. I know it's obviously a little bit dry, and the mechanics seem very one-dimensional, but at the same time, the mystery and intrigue of just being able to mine through and excavate a meat chasm, a meat canyon, if you will, is a novelty that is not lost on me. Don't know what the parasites were all about, though. They could just be like bacteria, like in size relation to the whale itself. It could just be bacteria. I also really, really like the application of kind of like hidden things that you can only see if you use, oh, nice. If you use kind of like a tool or something. There was one game that did it really, really well on paper, but they absolutely cocked up the actual application of it. And that was the Blackout Club. That game should have been awesome, but there was so many little punishment systems in the game for just organically playing the game. For example, if you like closed a door or you opened it too fast, you'd build up this hidden meter of naughty points. And when that hidden meter got too high, you would unfortunately find yourself being chased by this kind of like invisible dickhead that you could only see if you close your eyes, which means you couldn't see anything else, but you could see where he was. And if he touched you, the game just ended. It's literally as simple as that. And that was probably the most brain-dead decision the developers could have possibly made for such a, honestly, a really good game. Oh, hello there. Where's the body? There is blood there. That is real. Yes. Pipe there is real. Yes. Good. There's another light just over there. That's fine. I'll take that dynamite. Thank you very much, good sir. Well, we got no body. That is actually the most concerning part. No, we do, actually. There was one body unaccounted for over in the torture dungeon down there, so maybe he dropped his phone here while he was being escorted over to that torture rack. Now, it does beg the question, is this thing that we're mining into a dead god? Honestly, it's got to be said, right? Because there are some instances where a lot of people who create these gigantic monolithic monstrosities, they do intend for it to kind of have, like, religious undertones. Like, it could be worshipped, it could be feared. This that we're in could have been kind of like a layer of hell that just kind of like washed up into the wrong place at the right time. And instead of parasites, they're actually demons. But quite frankly, we just don't know yet. We may even be mining through kind of like the souls of the damned, which would also be really, really cool. But I highly doubt that anybody would kind of like make such gigantic mental leaps in the development process of this game. Like, while you're alone with your thoughts and pickaxe just playing through this game, obviously your mind can run absolutely rampant with ideas and theories and things that this could possibly be, or possibly even just not be. A crouch button would also just be fantastic for this game. I know it doesn't have one, but it just needs one at some point. I know I'm also very late to the party when it comes to Well Flesh, but, you know, you can never discount a fresh perspective, no matter when something is being experienced for the first time. And I think the experience of this game would be greatly enhanced with just being able to see above myself. For God's sake, that is such a stupid idea for lighting. Let's use our little doohickey again. Hello? Green dot? There it is. Oh, it's right beside us too. In fact, we don't even need to open anything. Let's check for parasites. That is a big-ass skeleton. Pretty sure that's not human, right? There are two humans right here. This one is enormous. I don't even think this one is human. Just given the length of the legs, either that he was kind of like Andre the Giant or something. The masks are not natural. Masks? What do you mean masks? I don't see any masks. There's a little cavern we can go down there. That's pretty awesome. I feel like fortune favors the bald anyway. Was that real? Did that exist? Oh my god! Alright, I'm going away from demonology. It can't be religious, right? It's got to be kind of like some occultist thing where the parasites themselves have to be the masks. And at this point, now that we know that they're sentient, I actually feel very, very confident in saying this. And the parasites that were mentioned earlier, the kind of like torturous parasites, maybe they weren't necessarily parasites, maybe they were the masks. Now that's strange. That is really strange. I just got the absolute shit scared out of me, and I don't understand why. This game's kind of genius, actually. How frequently do you get jump scared by something, and even in hindsight, you still don't understand what had happened? Kind of genius. Genius. Oh, there's that fart again. Let's check for masks. What the hell was that sound? I heard like a thumping, I think. What was that sound? Oh, I think we're getting close to the heart. But if it's beating, that would kind of assume that it's alive, right? This is just a wall. The game's just bugging out like crazy. Never mind. I just figured out why the game is bugging out like crazy. It's because we just found something. Okie dokie. Let's look for another jump scare. I definitely hear a heartbeat. I suspect that that's going to get more and more intense as it kind of goes along. Oh, we've also got 6 of the required whatchamadingles. What the hell is this? Does it exist? I don't think it exists. I mean, we can always like... The hell is this? What is that? Is that like a broken pipe? Let's find out. The hell? That is a heart. That is a heart. Oh! I hate that. I hate this so much. I mean, we could destroy the heart, right? Maybe it's like an egg sac. Okay, I'm thinking maybe dropping some dynamite down here would probably be ideal. Let's try and break this heart. Don't break my heart. My icky bricky heart. Or we could just follow its veins. Ew. Ew, I'm in it. I can't see. I can't see. Okay, well, this is significantly worse than I thought it would be. We can go through the veins? Yep. What do they look like? Ooh, crystal clear. Look at that. All right, what if we toss a dynamite at it? This might be a stupid idea that could get us killed, but I think it's actually probably going to be worth trying out at least, right? Bye-bye. Nope. That heart just survived it. Ooh, there's a thing here. Nice, we can read. Didn't realize that. Didn't know you could read. The heart is much too small compared to any known whale. I find it hard to believe this thing came of nature. Yeah, I'm starting to think it was kind of like a little bit artificially created as well. Oh my god, you can see the whole thing. Ugh, gross. All right, we have to find where we were going, right? We only got 2 more phones before we are basically done with this area. Around, oh my god. Would you look at that? My curiosity has paid off. Not once did it kill this cat. Well, except for that time that mask jumped out at me and frightened me, quite frankly, but should be fine. I don't know why I'm mining this specific piece of meat. Oop, there's a tiny one there as well. Wow, thanks, game. Yeah, I don't know if the 7 days to die voxel mining system was the right decision. What the hell is down there? We do actually have to go down this pipe, but we don't have to go down there. So where the hell was it? All right. We'll come back. We'll come back for this. I think this is the way. Do you know the way? I make the way. And I spit on this meat. Hawk tour. How many YouTubers do you guys know who can bust out 4 separate memes in one single go? I got a fun little story. I have been just kind of like infrequently helping my grandma renovate her house. She's got a bunch of cracks all up her walls and ceiling. No, that's not a euphemism for anything. I mean, literally, she has a bunch of cracks in her house. And I've just been filling them in just to kind of try and retain heat a bit better in our home because she's getting pretty old, and I feel like maybe I should do my part now to kind of help keep her costs down. But while I was doing my last little spackle, my dad came in and started telling me about how somebody kept on busting his nuts. And he kept on using that exact phrase. What the hell is that? It's probably the heart. What he meant was busting balls, but no one told him that busting nuts these days just means something completely different. I was just trying to fill in these gaps while he came in and started talking about busting nuts. Like, man, come on. Get on Urban Dictionary or something. I love him, but he's getting old. I feel like possibly this tablet is picking up on supernatural entities or readings or something. It's kind of like one of those old Polaroid cameras that are supposed to kind of at least allow you to see ghosts or hidden things, which is a very, very cool concept of what I call crypto spectrometry. A lot of people just call it ghost hunting, but there's one thing to ghost hunt, and then there's another thing to use kind of like what cultures believe ghosts were capable of doing, manipulating, and that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what I have always called crypto spectrometry. Kind of like the unproven manipulation of light. In crypto spectrometry, there is the theory that a camera can steal pieces of your soul, and thus parts of your soul, even outside of your body, can be captured, which is where the whole theory comes from. Which is pretty interesting, actually. It's an old Indian theory. I'm not sure if it's necessarily true or not, that you can actually capture a piece of someone's soul in a photo. But that is why you always see Polaroid cameras kind of capturing ghosts. Oh, what the hell is that? Is that ship? Is this ship? Oh no. There's blood! Oh no! Where is the green dot? It's literally above us. That's fine. Can we maybe get above this then? Who's in here? Okay, we've got this. There are no masks. Yeah, I thought so. I feel like the masks are potentially kind of like in the hidden world, right? All right, we've got 7. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and we're gonna see what was down in that deep ass hole. Way up here. Down there was the heart, I'm pretty sure. Way up here. Yeah, what the hell is that? There is definitely like a green phone down there. Weird. Okay. Hello, phone. All right, let's go to this final one and we'll see whether or not we can't figure out the mystery of this place. Now, there is something I probably should mention I also know about called scrimshaw. Scrimshaw is kind of like engraving bone. Usually it's whale bone. Usually scrimshaw is done on whale bone. Maybe something came into this whale and inscribed something demonic or ghostly on its bones. I feel like maybe some runes were inscribed on the inside of this whale, potentially, that led to some witchcraft that kind of like made this whale as big as it is. How close are we? We should be pretty close, actually. It is... nope, actually, we are not even remotely close. Oh, is this where we're supposed to be going? Is this it? Are we going underneath this or over this? Let's find out. It'll be over. Could be all over now. All right. What's up here? Hello? Hello? Hey, nice. What are you? Ding. Okay, we've got 8 of them. Oh my god! Oh, okay, so the masks are the parasite, are they? Right. Weird. What a weird game. Whale flesh. That was such a strange experience. I loved it though. That was actually a really, really good game. Proudly made with Unity. God knows why. It was a rough year, but thanks. Unity sucks, man. Move to Godot. Just literally move to Godot. I was inspired by David Szymanski. This is probably the first time in a long time that a game has genuinely stumped me. Like, there are many, many things that we could potentially speculate from this game alone. Maybe it's worth a game theory. Possibly. So, who are we? We could be one of two things, which is a contractor who is working for the research company to recover the bodies of the researchers so that they can be delivered to their families for closure. Or we're recovering the research to bring back to the company themselves. We could also potentially be a scavenger, because we just don't know. We were on one of the drills, and we could have been kind of like an external contractor that just goes down in there, finds things, and then brings it back up to the top surface, and that was just the time he died. We just don't know. Is it a whale? Did it actually have any scrimshaw on the inside of its bones, covered in runes that would make it more witchcrafty or supernatural? We just don't know. We didn't see any bones. We saw the gigantic heart. It was beating, so it wasn't dead. Was it a god? Was it a deity? Was that literally a deity that we were digging through? Possibly. What were the parasites? They were very meaty. We know that the mask was put on our face, right? Which is what the other parasites that we saw had, including the one that didn't necessarily have any interactions with us. It wasn't hostile, it was about the same size as us, but it wasn't hostile, it was just playing with the bones on that ball. That one was wearing a mask. I think potentially that parasite used to own those bones. There's literally no way of knowing any of this because I don't think any of it can be confirmed with just that playthrough. But I will scour this game with a fine-tooth comb and I'll make a game theory on it. How does that sound? That sounds pretty awesome to me. So, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you want to subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and leave a comment if this game made you either physically ill or really hungry. And until I make the next video, it's going to be lights out for me. Bye-bye!